Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 is finally come, and with the season's first rose ceremony at the end of the episode, the first set of ousted participants has been announced. Throughout Bachelor in Paradise Season 10's 3-hour premiere, it was clear that certain former Bachelor and Bachelorette competitors would find connections, while others struggled to remain afloat. With the cast returning to Bachelor in Paradise after a long vacation, the differences mentioned about the upcoming season became obvious to the viewers. Throughout the new intro packages, the conventional old Bachelor approach was replaced by the silly Bachelor in Paradise gimmick. While the show was unique in its core, the participants were not. Though the group on the beaches of Paradise was in a new setting and the framework of the performance was slightly altered, they were still faced with the same problem of who to pair up with. As the episode reached its third hour, a few guys were unsure of their destiny following the rose ceremony. While Hakeem Moulton entered Bachelor in Paradise with a lot of enthusiasm that appealed to the show's female contestants, he struggled to make connections during the competition. Following his elimination from The Bachelorette Season 21 in the third week, Hakeem felt compelled to prove himself on Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. Knowing he'd be competing against other Bachelor Nation hopefuls, Hakeem tried to make relationships quickly, but by the time the cocktail party before the rose ceremony began, he realized he didn't have anything solid. Hakeem sought to build a consistent relationship with one of the 6 powerful ladies, but failed. Sam McKinney, the notorious villain from The Bachelorette Season 21, returned to Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 seeking for a fresh start, and while he received plenty of screen time, he was left without a connection by the end of the episode. Sam was charming on The Bachelorette, but he left Bachelor Nation with a foul taste in their mouths after the season. When Sam first arrived in Paradise, he expressed his desire to reveal a different side of himself and find someone with whom he could have a genuine romance. Instead, Sam went on some steamy dates and had the strongest connection with Jess Edwards from The Bachelor Season 28. Ultimately, Jess presented her rose to Spencer Conley, leaving Sam with no one to turn to. Ricky, well known for his stint on the first episode of The Bachelorette Season 21, was hoping to finally win a rose on a Bachelor Nation show after building connections in Paradise. Ricky was nervous, but he made it plain that he wanted to be a member of the Paradise cast and was looking for love. Unfortunately, despite connecting with Alex Godin from The Bachelor Season 29, Ricky was unable to form a strong enough bond to make it past the first episode of Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. Ricky revealed that he was upset about leaving after elimination and that he will eventually look for love outside of the program. Kyle Howard was apprehensive that because he hadn't been on Bachelor Nation in a while, some of the Bachelor in Paradise castmates would be unfamiliar with him. Kyle took a break from reality television following his appearance on The Bachelorette Season 17. He was ready, however, to make a significant connection in Paradise. Unfortunately, Kyle's contacts were insufficient to secure him a rose at the first Paradise Rose ceremony of the season. Despite bonding with Bailey Brown, Kyle was kicked off Bachelor in Paradise after the first week and gave a good take on the experience before leaving. As one of the first contestants to be removed, he was grateful for the opportunity. The sultry air of Costa Rica settled over the new Bachelor in Paradise resort like a velvet curtain as the sun dipped low, bathing the sand in shades of gold and coral. For the first time in over a year, Bachelor Nation fans were gifted with a fresh season of Paradise, Season 10, and the anticipation was electric. The show had undergone a retooling during its hiatus, with a new resort, new safety standards, and a much-hyped twist, the inclusion of Golden Bachelor contestants joining halfway through. But that was still weeks away. For now, it was the classic chaos: roses, relationships, rejection. When the first group of contestants arrived on the beach, they were greeted with something a little more polished than the rustic setups of previous seasons. The producers had clearly upped the budget. There were upgraded cabanas, improved lighting for night shoots, and a sprawling 2-tiered pool that sparkled like an oasis. The vibe was familiar yet fresher, like Paradise, but with the training wheels off. The premiere kicked off with a flurry of arrivals, introductions, and reintroductions, with production leaning heavily into comedic intro packages that poked fun at former villains, heartbreaks, and social media fails. The serious tone of The Bachelor and Bachelorette intros was replaced with absurdity, slow-motion shots of contestants running into waves, drinking oversized margaritas, or failing at yoga on paddle boards. Jess Edwards, from The Bachelor Season 28, was one of the first to arrive, her long blonde waves catching the ocean breeze as she surveyed the setting. "I feel like I'm back in college," she joked in her confessional. "Only this time, the dorms are cabanas, and the frat party is permanent." She was eager to leave her Bachelor heartbreak behind, where she had been eliminated just before hometowns. Spencer Conley, tall and rugged with a southern twang, arrived soon after, flashing that signature half-smile that Bachelor Nation had swooned over on The Bachelorette Season 20. He had been labeled the one who got away by fans after his shock self-elimination late in the season. When Jess and Spencer met on the beach, it was almost immediate, a magnetic pull, like a delayed fate correcting itself. By the end of the first hour, they'd shared the first kiss of the season, sweet, tentative, and private under the cover of palm fronds. The other contestants took note. Jess's confession that Spencer had been at the top of her list before arriving in Paradise made it clear that this pairing might be the first real threat to everyone else. But not all arrivals went as smoothly. Sam McKinney's entrance was met with more than a few raised eyebrows. Viewers will remember Sam as the controversial smooth talker from The Bachelorette Season 21. His charming facade and villainous manipulation left a bad taste in fans' mouths, and apparently in his fellow cast members too. "He's hot, but he's trouble," Bailey Brown whispered to Alex Godin as Sam made his way down the steps, grinning as if he'd never ghosted half the Bachelor Nation on Instagram. Sam tried to shift his narrative early. He told the camera he was there to show his real self, whatever that meant. "I know I messed up. But I'm here for something deeper this time," he insisted. And at first, it seemed like he was making headway. He managed to snag a one-on-one date card and took Jess out for a steamy day of waterfall climbing and spicy ceviche. They laughed, splashed, and shared moments that seemed authentic. But the shadow of Spencer loomed large. Jess couldn't deny the connection she felt with Sam, but her heart leaned elsewhere. By the time the rose ceremony rolled around, Jess was conflicted but decisive. She gave her rose to Spencer, and Sam was left blinking under the tiki lights, the rose-less reality sinking in. Another hopeful, Hakeem Moulton, arrived on the beach full of vibrant energy and confidence. He had been eliminated during week 3 of The Bachelorette Season 21 and felt Paradise was his second chance. "I didn't get a fair shot," he told the cameras. "I was just warming up." His optimism was infectious, at first. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.